Hey guys, Magnus here bringing you another video. This one we're going to be going through my Bart Royale content list. So basically what this video is about is we're going to be going it's basically a checklist for you guys to see if you've got all the stuff you want, or to see if you've got all the stuff that you need, to make sure that the stuff that you particularly wanted you've got. So we're just going to go through all the stuff. Gonna be honest, there's one thing I haven't got, and that's the Hans mech man. Haven't got that yet. I'm probably gonna wait a while. I'm gonna wait a while till I get that. I'm not really too bothered. I used to be bothered about getting those kind of things, those little things, but honestly, I'm just gonna wait it out, and then I'll get a hacker to give me it sometime down the line. But anyway, Bart Royale content list. So first of all, let's go through the characters. So I'm going to give my little kind of brief opinion on all these characters. So Pyro, who I think is a pretty cool character. He of course was an Act 1 prize. We have Wendell, who came with the Zip Zap, and Zay, a very cool character. Mountain Man, bit of an obscure one, but he has tasks, and that's kind of cool. The Ice Bishop of Beverly Hills, again, another kind of just an oddball, but he does have some tasks, so I can't complain too much. Eric, honestly, Eric's just a kind of one episode character, but he was okay then. I'm glad. It was a bit random throwing him in. Same with Wendell and Pyro, to be honest, but whatever. Jeremy Jailbird, another really random one that was thrown in, but a really cool character. I'm glad that we finally got him in the game. We got Peter and Peter, two Peters, so this is Peter and this is Peter, obviously spelled differently. But I like it. It's kind of a cool little parody thing, and they've got tasks, so again, really cool. Can't complain too much about those two. Kind of like them. We've got Larry and Sam. So those two are really cool. Again, a bit random how they were added in, but overall I'm glad that they're in the game. And then finally Hans Mechman, who was 10 quid. It's 10 quid to buy Hans Mechman. He's his own playable character. He's not a costume as a character, but there you go. So yeah, overall I think this event did pretty well in characters. I'm overall pretty what's the word? Happy with these characters. Nothing really too much to complain about. Yeah, overall pretty happy. Moving on, we've got unreleased NPCs. So these will probably be released in the Takedown update, which will be in a few days. So we've got Bootsy, we've got Sludge, and we've got Mumbles. So these will be NPCs probably. Yes, yeah, they'll be NPCs. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. So watch out for those on the Takedown update. Anyway, moving on, we've got some costumes. So we first of all got General Bart, which is here. Was quite a requested costume, so it's kind of cool that we got that. We got Prepper Lindsay Neagle, which is pretty cool, or Neagle or whatever. Outlands Maggie, which is a weird costume, but whatever. Emperor Mo, who was actually one of my most requested costumes, so I'm finally glad that we got this in the game. Of course, it's from the movie, so it's really cool to get that. Of course, that was an Act 3 prize. And we got Water Baron Burns, which came with the Water Baron Mansion, which was a final prize. Yeah, I mean, this one's a bit of a weird costume. I mean, I can't say I'm either happy or sad about it. It's just a meh costume, really. Same with General Bart, to be honest. It's just, it was a highly requested costume, but overall it's pretty meh. Anyway, moving on, we've got some buildings. So first of all, we've got the Mega Playscape, we've got the Junk Base, and we've got the Ruffian Fort. So those are the kind of three main buildings. This is obviously Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. So overall, I mean, they are pretty crappy little buildings. And honestly, I'm not particularly very happy with these buildings. We've got Scrap City, which again is a pretty ugly building, but whatever. We've got the Outland Simpsons house, which I kind of like. I kind of like this one. The Water Baron Burns Mansion, which I don't understand why it's not just a skin. It would have made way more sense if it was just a skin, and maybe they just maybe the skin not resized it, but kind of, I don't know. I think the reason they made it a building is because a separate building is because it kind of is a different shape. So I think that's the reason they didn't make it a skin. But I don't understand, considering that they added quite a few skins. They added 4 different skins, or 5 different skins for buildings and decorations. I don't see why they didn't just add this as a skin. But whatever. That's the Water Baron Burns Mansion. The Truck Shack, which I kind of like. The Grub Shack, which I do also like. The Outlands Factory, which is like a crappy little factory. We got Luftwaffles. It's kind of cool, this Luftwaffles. I kind of like that. We got the Slughold, which is pretty cool looking, but it's also a bit ugly. We got the Refriginarium, which is here. Big kind of thing. We got Zip Zap Zay. I like Zip Zap Zay. It's a nice little new kind of shop. You know, it's nice to fit in because it fits in well with my kind of shopping area of my town. And the juvenile correction facility, a little bit annoyed that we're getting another prison, but to be fair, we haven't got a juvenile prison yet, so there you go. Overall pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, some good stuff. Some okay buildings, but overall I'm not too happy with the buildings. I think most of the buildings are a little crappy looking, and honestly it's just not great in terms of buildings in my opinion. And then we've got building skins. I did actually like all these building skins. So we've got the ruined lad, we've got the damaged Springfield courthouse, we've got the damaged cooling tower, we've got the damaged reactor, and the damaged control building. So all those buildings there. I actually really like this edition. It's cool to get some building skins for a change, because we haven't got many. We don't get many building skins. They're not really. They used to be a normal thing at Christmas. Obviously, with Christmas, we got all the building skins for like Christmas decorated houses, but we've never actually got them ever again. And I'm glad that we have actually got them again. You know, it's cool. Anyway, moving on. We got some decorations. So first of all, we got the tie fence, which is there, which of course just cash. We got bronze bar, bare bronze, sorry, but bare bronze, which is this. The training grounds, we've got the Outlands gate, we've got the Outlands water tower, we've got the playscape barrier, we've got the junk barrier, we've got the Ruffian barrier, which is here, we've got the straight trench, the corner trench, and the end trench, which obviously you can make your own little trench, which is really cool with this. We've got the playscape lookout, which is here, the junk lookout, and the Ruffian lookout. We've got the small rubble piles. There's actually 4 different variants, so make sure that you've got all 4. They look very similar, but there is technically 4 different variants. There you go. We've got the house frame. I actually really like this decoration. It's pretty cool. You know, you can use it to make it look like there's a house in the middle of development. Battlescape, which is here, the Dragon's Teeth, which is these little white things here. I'm just going to move this so that thing goes out of the way. They've got the Chopper Ride, which is of course next to the Dragon Teeth, which is the thing with the little helicopters on it. Over here we've got the Bagpipe Bus, which is the thing that Willy obviously has his little animation on, which is really awesome. I'm glad they didn't make a separate costume for that. They just left it to that. And then the horse-drawn SUV, which is down here, which is really cool. I actually really like this as well. And then there's just a few more decorations. I just put them on the next page because they're kind of bigger ones. We've got the Outlands sign, and I kind of wanted this to be a skin for a skin for the Springfield sign, because I don't know, I just think it would have been cooler, but whatever. We've got a separate mountain for the Outland sign. We've got the dodgeball courts, which is here, which is kind of cool. I do like that as well. And the Mose Express, which is again very out of place, but still awesome to get. Moving on, we've got decoration skin. We've got 1 decoration skin, and that was unlocked as an Act 3 prize, and that is of course a damaged Jebediah statue. Of course, this is for your Jebediah Springfield statue, so that's really cool to get. And then finally, we've got consumables, and the only consumable that we got, which was of course is semi-permanent, is the combat orders, which basically earns extra rewards from tapping ruffians in a friend's town. So it's pretty pointless now. If you haven't bought it, don't bother buying it now. There's no point. But of course, it was somewhat helpful, I heard, for this event. So overall, that is the list of all the items. So make sure that you've got all the items that you wanted, or if you're looking to get all the items, try and make sure that you've got all the items. Overall, my opinion of the update was pretty negative. I honestly wasn't a massive fan of this one. I think there was many problems with it. Just the structure, it just didn't really feel right to me, and honestly, it just kind of had a negative feel to it just overall. So it wasn't really an update I particularly liked. Definitely gets a thumbs down in my opinion. Which is a shame because it is the first big update of the year, so we were hoping to get something really cool. Coming up, I'm not too sure what we're going to be getting in terms of updates. Honestly, it's all ears at this point. It could be another mini update. It could be like how we're going to break. Of course, we do have Easter coming up soonish, so I presume that Easter will be thrown in with the next big update, so whatever, we'll have to see. But anyway, thanks for watching. Tell me your thoughts on this update, and yeah, I'll see you next video. Goodbye.